Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. In today's lesson, we will be covering Medivh. He's a character that is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful characters potentially in the game, has one of the highest skill caps. However, it requires a couple of different things to work out really well. It requires a team that notices when a portal appears in front of them, they should probably click it, so they gotta trust you, and you gotta be really good at placing said portals and shields and some whatnot. One thing about Medivh that I would say if you're playing him in quick match is a lot of times you're not going to get that cooperation from your team. So today we will be focusing on the way that I typically play Medivh, and I play him almost like an assassin that happens to have a shield. So with that being said, let's go ahead and see what he can do.
Let the games begin.
Alrighty, so we find ourselves on Cursed Hollow. On the friendly team, we've got Medivh, Stitches, Ragnaros, Kael'thas, and Varian versus Garrosh, Diva, Abathur, Kel'Thuzad, and Mephisto. So one of the big things that we're going to be focusing on is a quest called Master's Touch, which used to be a talent that you used to have to take with Medivh, and now it's actually built into his kit. So with his Q ability, using if you hit 40 heroes, 40. 4-0 without dying, you gain a cooldown reduction of 1 more second, plus you end up increasing the damage by another 75. So a big portion of what we're going to try to do is try to maximize that. Now our Q ability is called Arcane Rift. It shoots a like basically a little wave of damage on that little arrow that you see there. If you hit an enemy hero, its cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds, bringing the cooldown from 7 seconds to 2 seconds. Now if you finish your Master's Touch, it decreases it by another second, which means that every second you can throw this damage out. Our W ability is called Force of Will. This essentially gives a shield to a ally that makes them invulnerable for, 1.5 seconds. Any damage that they take during the time that they are invulnerable will they'll heal for 20% of said damage when it's all said and done. We're gonna go ahead and pop that on ourselves real quick. We're just gonna go ahead and try to get in as many stacks here as we can of this. Try to give him a shield. I was too focused on healing the Varian, didn't see the Mephisto point blank on me. That was my bad. All right, well we'll come back here. I mean, they also had 4 on us. We only had 3 there essentially. So. Well, technically they had 5 because they had 1 topped with the ABBA also. So let's get back here. Come on, hook them back, or not.
Onward.
We went ahead and tagged that Diva out of her mech, which is good. Man, we're taking a lot of damage. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit up this healing fountain here. Well, let's see what this Rag's got going on. Go ahead and tag both of them. Go ahead and portal ourselves out of there using, oh shit! The constant stuns wasn't able to give ourselves a Force of Will, but we used our portal ability, as you saw, that allows us to teleport between 2 locations. All you have to do to activate it is you press E and then choose where you want the portal to go. The first portal will land at your feet, and the second portal will land wherever you end up placing it. At level 4, we taking Raven Familiar. What this does is when we pop out of the portal, or anybody that chooses to use it when we put the portal down, if they happen to pop out of it, then they will actually have a Raven Familiar that will pop off on them and hit an enemy hero that's nearby, dealing damage, 139 damage, and slowing them. All right, come down here. Let's go ahead and get those tags off. Go ahead and tag that Diva out of her mech again. Go ahead and give that Rag a portal. Get him out of there. We gave him a... Come back. There you go. Good play, Rag. We just saved our Rag buddy. One other thing I forgot to mention with our Q ability is that if you do hit a hero, you get back mana as well.
Let that be a lesson to
Go ahead and get that kill off. I'm gonna go ahead and give this. Oh shit! Get out of there! Get out of there, Rag. So cool little tip here. So like against a Diva, her mech counts as a hero, so you can hit her mech for a free stack if you can get her mech and her. Obviously that's 2 stacks. At level 7, we are going to take Force of Magic, and what this does is if our shield shields a certain amount, which in this case is 353 damage, it will give us an increased spell power. I believe it's 30% for 15 seconds, which you can go to 2 stacks. If you can make it happen. So we're gonna go ahead and back off here. I'm just waiting for the inevitable hero throw so I can give them a shield and then put a portal on them. So we are actually a pretty good counter to Garrosh because we can save heroes that get kind of put out of position there. We're just going ahead and doing some tag damage here.
for the sake of our future.
Who's up there? Okay. They're doing fine. He's gonna reappear. Give him a shield. Try to save him as much as we can. It's okay. We're gonna be able to clean up all of this. Good stuff. We're able to help make that happen there. And we're at 24 stacks, so we did really good on our stacks as well. Let's come up here. Where's this Abba at? Actually, let's just check the old map and look for a bug. Probably bot. I mean, should go bot, but okay. So we'll go up here. We're just gonna go ahead and help out with this minion wave. So the one downside with Medivh, until later, we don't have that great of wave clear because our cooldown is so long on our Q ability. It's 7 seconds if we're not hitting a hero. At level 10, we are going to take, in this case, let's take Leyline Seal. So what Leyline Seal does, oh buddy. Oh, look at that damage. We're gonna give him a portal. Try to help him out. Whoa! Rag! Play with my emotions, dude. Alright. God damn.
I will
Go ahead and do a little bit. Alright, let's get in there.
let your enemy know my wrath.
We're just gonna go ahead and tag this guy as much as we can, get all these stacks. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take out this minion wave, get that XP. So the main thing when you're on this map, if you curse the enemy team, you still want to make sure that you're trying to gain the XP, because a lot of times you end up losing XP with this objective. Because if you focus so much on like maybe a team fight or something else like that, I'm just waiting for the next wave. We're just gonna go ahead and kill them or hit them and get the wave at the same time. And we're out of there. He's not going to do anything to us, so we're just going to go ahead and fly again. And we're going to go ahead and throw our ult down, Leyline Seal, as you saw there. Go ahead and give us a opportunity to put everybody into stasis in that line. I don't think I actually mentioned it earlier because I was too busy living the dream. Alright, so we're going to come ahead and come back here. Once again, we're trying to be safe till we finish our Master's Touch quest, which in this case, we're at 38 of 40 stacks, so dying right now would suck. So I don't recommend doing it. And we are completed. So now we can play with reckless abandon. I'm just going to go back into the air here. Go ahead and get that kill. And we're gonna just be an annoyance. Portal out, fly away. I come back and help the team out here. In a second, looks like they're gonna get some dude, buddy. Looks like they're gonna do some nasty things here. Let's come over here. Let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a shield, so I could try to get that. I popped it a little early, but we were able to do a good amount of damage there, and we're kind of coming back here. Now we do have low health, so we gotta watch it. Get a little aware of that, but at level 13, we're going to take a talent that allows our that allows our shield, as you saw right there, to hit more than one target. Now we're gonna go ahead and just pop a ley line seal, which lets them go ahead and helps our team get out of there. And we're just gonna fly away. I'm gonna wait here because one of the cool things about being in a Raven, you can go ahead and grab regen globes without putting yourself into any trouble. Just fly. As long as you're flying, you can't be hurt by anything. Nothing bad can happen to you as long as you're flying. It's when you land. That's when the bad stuff happens to you. So we're just gonna go ahead and fly around. I was gonna get some more regen globes, but it looks like we pushed out pretty much all the waves. So I'm just gonna kind of spot a little bit here. I could have shielded him. I should have done that. I was kind of holding on to the shield because I thought they would be coming up here too, but it doesn't look like it is. So that was kind of a free tribute for us. Come down here. Let's see. We got just Garrosh. I should have gotten more further ahead when I popped that portal, but it's okay. I'm just coming up here, just helping clear out this mini wave. Really, I want the regen globe is what I'm wanting, because we're hurting. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and give a portal and go ahead and give KT a shield. Come in here, do tons of damage. Oh, whoops. So we saved our KT until he ended up dying anyways. Go ahead and give both of them a little shieldy shield so they can get back some health and whatnot. All right, Abba is there, so we're gonna fly right here. Right here is where Abba is. We're gonna come and visit Abba. I'm gonna go and say hello to Abba here. We're gonna go fly around this vision here, so he doesn't really have vision. We're gonna take Arcane Charge at level 16. What this does is by hitting a hero with our Q ability, it lets our next Q ability 15% more damage. Oh, that bastard. He went away! No! Ooh! Okay, there's a lot of them here. Let's go ahead and pop out some vision here. Go ahead and give him a shield, help keep him alive. We put down a portal, once again, just helping him stay alive. Ooh. We're hurting. We'll go ahead and pop this for ourselves. Go ahead and do a little bit of damage in there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, okay, never mind. They got... Oh no, it's our rag. Okay, either way I had to fly. Oh, that's fine. I'm okay with this. Okay. Alright, so the other thing, so besides just being able to get regen globes that are on the ground, you can actually grab your health fountain as well. So and you never even have to go off the ground, or never even have to worry about taking that damage. So we go ahead and give our Avarian a little bit of a shield there. Can't do it again for another 2 seconds, so he's a slow as roll on the old tanking. So we'll go ahead and give them a shield. And that's fine. So we're gonna have a boss push in. We got a lava wave going bot, so it's gonna clear out bot, and then we're gonna be able to get. We should be able to get this curse. So because they have to make the choice of going for the trib or going for the boss. Kind of one of those impossible situations. Go ahead and just tag him. Just let him know that we're here. Oh, he's gonna get more than tagged now. Ain't your stupid. Yeah, heal me. Thank you. Stop with all of your bullshit. Just gonna go ahead and do that. And we're gonna go ahead and get out of there. And we're gonna go ahead and get in the air. Because that's what we do as Medivh. We just annoy people. And we're gonna go ahead and steal this camp. That's probably gonna be GG. I don't see that not being GG, really. We got Abba over there. We could say hello. I don't think we're gonna have an opportunity, though. Yeah, he went inside. We wanted to, but... There's a fly in here, because I know that Kel'Thuzad is waiting for me to land. And we're gonna go ahead and stand in that on purpose, because we have our shield. Ooh, shit! That was a good play. Didn't kill us, but it was good. And once again, we're just gonna kind of move and not die. At level 20, we're gonna take Guardians of Tristfall. I don't have a shield. I'm out of shields.
Let the curse end.
And we go ahead and do that damage there. As you saw, we were able to keep not only ourselves, but our allies from being damaged. Oh, can we get... No final kill there at the buzzer for us. At level 20, we took Guardians of Tristfall. What that allows us to do, had the match lasted any longer, allows us to be a extreme force in pushing out waves, as it lets us kill minion waves in one hit with our Q ability. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about our build. You didn't really get to see too much on everything, but I feel like we played okay. We only had 2 deaths, 7 kills. We did some clutch shielding. Not the most damage in the world. However, usually with this build, I can usually do a pretty good amount of damage based on the team that we're kind of going against. In this case, it just kind of didn't pan out that way because we were just kind of playing more defensively, I would say. But at level 1, we took Winds of Celerity. What this allowed us to do is move faster in Raven form, which allows us to, travel the map much quicker, which is what we definitely needed to do, especially on that map. It's very useful on that map. At level 4, we took Raven Familiar. What this does is every time that they use a portal, whether it's us or our allies, they will... Raven Familiar appear them and attack the nearest hero, dealing damage and slowing them for 30%, but for 2.5 seconds. Level 7, we took Force of Magic, and what this did is allowed us to, whenever we shielded X amount of damage, we actually were granted 30% spell power for 15 seconds, and it stacks up to 2 times, so you can actually have 60% more spell power, which means, so if you shield yourself, then you now have 30% more spell damage, which means that your Qs are hitting super hard if you have Master's Touch completed. I've had them hitting for 600, 700 on the Qs with a 1 second cooldown, which is insane, and just melting people. If you have this and you stack it up twice, it was really devastating. Level 10, we took Leyline Seal, and what that did is that was that huge thing that shot out in front of us, put people into a stasis, and that saved... I don't know how many people, how many times. We definitely saved party members many times in that match with that there. Level 13, we took Circle of Protection. What this does is Force of Will, so our shield ability applied to allies near the target. So the cooldown was increased by 2 seconds. So that was just that when we were getting in those AoE circumstances, or like when the Diva mech was about to explode, we could go ahead and pop that, and it would go ahead and not only shield us from the damage, but it kind of give a little bit of a heal to our allies as well. At level 16, we took Arcane Charge. What this made is so that our Arcane Rift, whenever we damaged an enemy with Arcane Rift hero, the next Arcane Rift did an additional 15% more damage. So once again, if you're doing 15% more damage with this talent, and 60% more on this talent, you're doing 75% more damage with your Q. And it's going off every second. So if you're constantly hitting heroes, you can just do so much damage so quick. Medivh is very, very scary in those situations. And then at level 20, we took Guardian of Tirisfal, and what this did is allowed us to, although we didn't get to showcase it in this match, our Q ability would then just kill all regular minions, including catapults. So it basically makes us one of the best pushers in the game because you can fly, get to a minion wave, use it, destroy the entire minion wave, mount up, fly to the next minion wave, and do the same. And so every 7 seconds, you're able to take out an entire minion wave. And because you have your faster mount speed with the with your level 1 talent, and you don't have to worry about terrain because you're flying over it, you can get to those waves quicker as well. So it makes it extremely good. Now, as far as talent deviation, at level 1, I've seen some people do the portal mastery. What this does is instead of your portal plopping down right at your feet and then the other one going where you go, you can actually manually place both portal locations. And you can do it where you're still flying. So that can be very useful. So I'm gonna try to do a little here. Let's see. I'm gonna switch the camera here so I can try to do a little example here with my hands. Maybe that'll help out here. Okay, so if you're right here, and then you could place a portal here and then here, and that could help an ally that's trying to go from this side to over here instead of bringing them down from here to you. And so it allows for a little bit more strategic play. I personally don't care for it as much because I find more value in the movement speed bonus. I like getting around the map quicker after making all those MLG plays and whatnot. And then at level 4, one that's really good in the event that you are going against like some stealthies, Dust of Appearance. And this increases your sight range while flying, and it reveals heroes in the area for 8 seconds. So it's super useful for finding stealthies. It also increases your sight range by 25%, allowing you to just scout more. So that's also a really good talent if you're not wanting the additional damage. You could also take the mage armor and get more armor every time they use your portal, which is obviously a really good ability to mitigate some damage. Level 7, one that I used to take all the time is Mystic Assault, and what this does is this makes it so that when you use your Q ability and you hit a target with your Q ability, your next basic attack deals 40% more damage, plus it heals you for 40% of the damage dealt. And so if you're good at weaving your Qs and your auto attacks together, you can dish out a lot of damage there, and it's not dependent like Force of Magic is on having shielded yourself from or shielded someone from a grip of damage. I also sometimes used to take Arcane Explosion, and then what this did is when your shield ends, you deal damage to enemies around you, and it plus 50% of the damage that you prevented. So up to a certain amount of damage, obviously. And so that one's also pretty good too. I think they all have their uses for sure. I just tend to like Force of Magic more because I like to see big numbers. So if I can see that on a Q, I definitely would do so. Level 10, the other alternative is Polybomb. Medivh is one of the characters that I think both talents are really they're really good in a lot of situations. I feel like Leyline is better in most situations because it doesn't really depend so much on the makeup of their team, and it can save you. So what Polybomb does is you use it on an enemy and it turns them into a sheep. So for 2 seconds, they're silenced and unable to do anything. And then at the end of the 2 seconds, there's a little circle around them. At the end of the 2 seconds, that will pop, and any other heroes that are in that circle will then turn into sheep. So it can actually just be like, sheep, and then after that's done, turns 2 people into sheep, or 3, 4, and you can go on indefinitely until they get away from each other. Very similar to like Kael'thas's Living Bomb, but instead of doing damage, you're silencing and turning them into sheep. The downside to this that I find is heroes are typically pretty smart because there's a huge red circle around them. Unlike Living Bomb, people don't tend to respect living bomb and what its its radius that it pops on is, but polybomb is a very defined radius. It's a big red circle. Don't stand in it. And so a lot of times people will get away from each other. And then B, not only does it can they get away from each other, but it's not really going to save you if you're getting chased by a hero that is quick. So let's say you're getting chased by like a Tracer or a Genji or insert other hero that's going to stick to you. You can polybomb them, but they're going to, in 2 seconds, they're going to pop back up and they're going to be, they can still run right with you. So they're still going to be kind of stuck to you. Whereas Leyline Seal, at least when you hit them with that gives you 3 seconds. Well, when you go into your Raven form, you can basically use Leyline Seal, pop into a Raven, and then you're not even going to take any damage. And that's kind of a way to really evade some damage there. And I'll show you. I'm actually going to insert a little clip right after this of a clip I took from one of our streams highlighting how how you can utilize your mount ability and stuff to avoid damage and stuff that's coming at you. So I'll show you that here in just a second. Level 13. Here in just a second. Level 13, the other things that you could take besides the near allies, I also like to take reabsorption. And so what this does is if you're, instead of, say you're not on a team where a bunch of people are always getting hit, but it's really only one person getting hit hard, you can take reabsorption, and it just increases the amount of healing that they take. So like if you're going against like a Kael'thas who's using like Pyroblast or something, this is a really good talent to have because it's going to heal them up for quite a bit of health. And then Enduring Will allows you to have more force of wills. I like Circle of Protection in most cases because I like shielding more than one person. And then at 16, you can have your corrupt cooldown. I don't really find too much use in that. And then the stable portal, just basically it decreases the cooldown on your portals and increases the portal duration. I mean, obviously there's value in that, but you have to have a team that's going to be that's going to be utilizing your portals and be more strategic with them. I tend to find I just get more value out of Arcane Charge because it's something that I 100% control in the match. At level 20, you take Medivh Cheats and allows you to change the direction on your Leyline Seal. It's pretty good talent, but I tend to find out of this talent tier, our Guardian of Tirisful, it doesn't matter what other talents I've taken, although the other ones do have their place, like Glyph of Polybomb, which makes your polybombs explode faster and an increased radius on there. But I tend to find that the Guardian of Tirisful, just being able to take out minions and get a push for your team, is more valuable. But yeah, guys, that is Medivh. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Yeah, who's next? Who do we got? Who do we have next here? We have Mephisto. Okay. So yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow with more Hot School. So thank you guys so much for stopping by, and we will see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great day.